Hello friends, this is the next part of video in Python. So in last video I have talked about dictionaries and dictionaries, how to use and access and update and deleting methods. I have told you in the last videos of dictionaries. So in this video we are going to talk about functions. So before going to your video, please do share, subscribe and comment to my channel. So today we are going to see Python functions. What is a function? Function is can be defined as a organized block of reusable codes which can be called whenever required. Okay, so Python allow us to divide a large program into a basic building blocks known as a functions. A function contains a set of programming statements enclosed by a parenthesis. Okay, yeah, function can be called multiple times to provide the reusability and the modularity to a Python programming. In functions helps us a programmer to break the program into a smaller part so that it organizes a code very effectively and avoids a repetition of the code. So Python provides us a various inbuilt functions like a range, print, sum, etc. So although the user can create its own functions which can be called user defined function. That is, we can make our own functions or we can make our own method, we are make our own logics by ourselves. That is said to be a user defined functions. So there are two types of functions, that is user defined function and built-in functions. So user defined functions are those defined by the users to perform a specific task. So built-in functions are those functions that are predefined in a Python interpreter. Okay, so these are the some two types of functions. So what are the advantages of a functions in Python? Using a function, we can avoid the rewriting of the same code and logic again and again in a program. We can call the Python function multiple times in a program, anywhere in a program. So we can track a large Python program easily when it is divided into a multiple functions. So the reusability of the code will be less. So the function calling is always overhead in a Python program. So let me see how to create a function. What is create a function? There is a syntax for it. I'll show you how the syntax will be there. I just open a notepad. The syntax for creating a function is def, that is definition keyword, along with the my function. You have to give a name for it, method name, with some parameters. If you are having a more than one parameters, you have to separate that with the separators, that is comma. You have to use that. So the function should end with a colon. So next one is a function block. And last statement, that is last line for a creating a function, is return expression. So these are the three types of lines which being used in a syntaxes. So the define, I just explain you how it works. The def keyword along with a function name is used to define a function. The function block is started with the colon and the block statement must be at the same indentations. Okay, so that it should be in the same indentations. So the return statement is used to return the value. At a function can have a only one function. A function can have only one return type only. There is no more or return types. There is 2, 3, 4 types. They do not have. Just a one return type will be having for a single functions. How to call a function? What is function calling? So in Python, after the function is created, we can call it from any other function. A function must define before the function call. Otherwise, a program interpreter gives an error to the call the function. Use the function naming followed by a parenthesis. Okay. Okay, I'll just show you how it works and how we have to call the functions. Okay, I'll just open a notepad plus plus. Okay, yeah, just open it. So this is the first program, so that I am giving a hello world. My function is def space function name, that is hello world. Okay, so this is my function name, that is hello world. I'm making that with the def keyword. So okay, I have to print a function. I have to give a okay. Now I just call you. I'm making a print function and giving a sentence hello world. Okay, I'm just given a hello world, and now I'm going to call the function hello world. Okay, okay, now I'm saving the program and I'm calling a note command prompt to run this. I'm sorry. Okay, the command prompt has been opened. So my file is being in a IT admin desktop. Already I'm in an IT admin, so I'm moving to a desktop. Okay, I just move on to a desktop. So my file name is gf.py. So any file we have to call, we have to mention a Python and give a space with a file name dot with extension. Okay, I'm hitting a oh I'm sorry. I save the program. Okay, now I call the program. See, I'm getting the result, that is hello world. This is the first creation of program for a function. Okay, what is the return statement? I have talked about a return statement in a syntax. So what is how it works about the return statement? A return statement is used at the end of the function, and the return the result of the function. It terminate the function execution and transfer the result where the function is called. The return statement cannot be used outside the functions. It can contain the expressions. Okay, we cannot use a return statement outside of the program. When we have called a return statement, and it should be called by the function, that is a function execution part. It has to be called. Okay, so the return statement will not work outside of the function. Okay, so syntax for return statement is this one: return with expression list. Okay, so it can contain the expression which gets evaluated and value is returned to the caller function. If the return statement has no expression or does not exist itself in the function, then it returns a none object. I'll just show you how it works. Okay, I'll just show you two types of programming. Okay, okay, I'm having a hello world. I'm just keeping that itself. Okay, I'm just deleting this. A equal to 10. I'm giving a value as a equal to 10, b equal to 20, and c equal to a plus b. Okay, a plus b. So this is my program. Now I'm going to return the value, that is c. Okay, return C. I'm just saying like this in a print statement. Okay, to make that I'm giving a print hello world. Okay, I'm just saying that print hello world. Okay, I'm just saving this program and running the program once again. Okay. Oh, okay, that is tab space error. See, my value is 30. So I'm getting a value, that is I'm making the return statement C to the given function, and the function is called in a print statement, and the value is given as a 30 as my result. So this is one of the type for a return statement if it has a return statement. Okay, if it not has a, in a program that does not have a return statement, I'm calling the program. How the result is being shown to us, I'm just removing the return statement over here. I'm just saving the program, and once again I'm calling the program. See, my value is none. So, okay, so this is how the return statement works when you use a when you call a function. Okay, if you call a return statement and making a function over there in a print statement or somewhere else, it will show you a result. If you not call the return statement and making a output as a function, you calling a function, then the result will be a none. So these are the two types of examples for a returns. So next part in a function is an argument in a functions. What is argument? Arguments are types of informations which can be passed into the functions. Okay, okay, just open a notepad. Okay, so next one is, as I said, that is a argument function. Okay, next one is argument functions. As I told, arguments are the types of information which can be passed into the functions. The arguments are specified in the parentheses. We can pass any numbers of arguments, but they must be separated with the commas. As I told in the beginning of the video, so the parentheses or arguments are the same thing, parameters or arguments are the same thing, but if you making that in a function, it will be separated with a comma. Okay, okay, I'll just show you argument functions example. Okay, there are two types. Okay, I'll just make you a call you over here. Okay, I'm just giving the same hello world for it, and now this is a one type, that is I'm giving a hello world with a name. Okay, and now I'm calling a print statement, that is giving a name, that is hi with the name. Okay, so this is, oh sorry, with the name. Okay, so now I'm calling a function. Okay, that is hello world, of, I'm giving a name, that is Raja. I'm giving a name as a Raja. Okay, I'm going to save the program, and now I show you how it works for you. See, it showed me a result. So as I said, the single argument works like this. If I'm going to give a multiple numbers of arguments or parameters, what will happen? I'll just show you two how it works in when we using a two arguments or a parameters. Okay, I'm going to give that value is name, and another one is age. Okay, next one is age. So I'm going to return I'm not going to give a name and age. I'm going to call a two values, so that I'm calling A and B. Okay, so I'm going to tell the program that return A and B. A plus B. Okay. Okay, so next I'm going to call getting a value from a user side, that is int of input, of enter a value. Okay, int of enter a value. Okay, as I'm given this, meeting enter and copying this and saving over here and changing the content of it. Okay, value as a B. Okay, I'm given a value as a B, so I'm going to call a value over here, call a function A comma B. Okay, I'm going to make this over in a print statement. Okay, so this is going to be the print function to call the values. Okay, now I'm going to save the program, and now I'm going to call the values over in a command prompt. Okay, so I'm going to calling once again. I'm going to give a value as 23, so that is means 233. Okay, this 56, so that is 289. As I'm going to said before, we can have a n numbers of parameters, but it should be separated with a comma, so that we can use a n numbers of values. Okay, so this is a argument functions. So next one is a call by reference in a Python. In a Python, call by reference means passing the actual value as an argument in the function. All the functions are called by a reference. Okay, so that each function is called by a reference. Therefore, all the changes made to the reference inside the function revert back to the original value referred by the references. Okay, so I'm going to show you two types of examples for a call by reference. Okay, I'm moving over to the programming board. I'm just going to take this all over here. Okay, I'm going to give we are going to make a call by reference, right? So I'm going to change over here, that is hello world list1. I'm giving like this, that is my value is list1 dot append of my value is 10, and again calling a list1 dot append of 20. Okay, this is my values. So now I'm telling a program that is print list. Okay, list 1. Okay, so next one is a list. I'm making a calling a list function. List did I type equal to with the values of 20 comma 30 40 and 50. I'm giving a 4 values over here, so I'm going to change that. That is, I'm going to call function name, that is sorry function name, that is hello world of list 1. Okay, list 1. Okay, ending with this and calling a list 1 again here. Okay, I'll now show you how it works for here. I'm just saving the program. I'm just moving to it. I'm just hitting enter. See, the both the values has been taken very easily with the references. I'll just explain you how it works. First, the program works. I'm just calling the hello world with a list of values that is 20, 30, and 40 and 50. As mentioned before, that is 20, 30, and 40 in a list. So it is being called and just going to the front of the program. It is def.hello world and it puts a value over there. So if it comes over here, the append value is being started going to append the values, that is 10 and 20. So it going to append and print the value as 10, that is 20, 30, 40 and 50, and 10 and 20. So again it comes out of the program and ends the value, that is print list 1. So now the value for list 1 is 20, 30, 40 and 50 and 10 and 20. So this are 6 types of value that is being ended after a list one, after a hello world list one. So this is how the references works.